Light don't mean you smart, being dark don't make you stupid. A frame of mind for them busters, ain't talking woo-ha. Need a paradox for the
Welcome to my channel. I'm your favorite cousin, but are you mine? If not, make sure you like, comment, share the video, and subscribe to my channel. Today is Mental Health Monday. This video will be coming to you late because I had some difficulties earlier before work, and I tried working on the video while working at work, but I didn't have the time to do it. But all my notes and everything else were done. So my notes, my thumbnail art, like all of that was done. I just needed time to sit and talk. Anyway, I'm babbling on. Today's video is going to be about the doll test. If you hear my dogs fighting in the background, they're fighting in the background. So today's video is going to be about the doll test and how colorism affects African Americans, and also how segregation affected school-age African American children in the 1940s and 50s. So for the mental health check, and it's been kind of crazy. So like, I'm super sore because I shoveled, was it Sunday? I shoveled Sunday morning, all morning. It took me like 3 hours. It took me 3 hours to shovel out my car. And then fast forward to today, I left out the house a little earlier and I got into my car and my car wouldn't start. So I did all of that, got super sore. I'm still sore. All of that for nothing because my car wouldn't start and I had to find a way to work. I got to work fine, I got back home fine, but still it's just like, so that's one thing. And I don't know, I got some personal stuff going on, and yeah, I just got some personal stuff going on. So yeah. So about the doll test, it's known as the doll test. I don't think that was the official name. I'm not even sure if it had an official name, but it was done in the 1940s by Dr. Kenneth and Mamie Clark. The purpose of it was to study the psychological effects of segregation on school-aged African American children in the 1940s, of course. The doll test consisted of one black doll and one white doll, or maybe multiple black dolls and multiple white dolls, but the models I've seen, it's only been one of each. And the children that were tested were between the ages of 3 to 7, and the test went like this. So you got the black doll and the white doll, and the experimenter would ask, which doll is white? And the kid will point to the white doll, and they'll say, which doll is black? And they'll point to the black one. And then this is when you get into like the nitty-gritty of how children see themselves and others based on skin color. They would be like, which doll is nice? And most of the kids pointed to the white doll, and then the experimenter or questioner would ask why, and then most kids would be like, oh, because it's white, or it has blue eyes, or, you know, blonde hair, something like that. And then they would say, which doll is mean? And they would point to the black doll most likely. and then the person will ask why, and it will mostly be because, oh, it was dark, that type of thing. Then which doll is pretty, why, which doll is ugly, why, which doll do you like to play with, why, and which doll looks like you. At the point of the last question, some kids would get upset because they realize, like, hey, like, this doll represents me, and all of those negative things I just said is how I see myself, how I feel about myself. All of that, they would feel bad about themselves based on how they answered the previous questions. They would come to that realization, like, hey, this mean, ugly, stupid doll is me, you know. And I'm going to insert clips of this experiment being done multiple times. I don't have any video of the original, but every other replica of this test pretty much yielded the same results. So insert clip.
And can you show me the doll that looks bad? Okay. And can you and why does that look bad?
Because it's black.
And why do you think that's a nice doll?
Because she's white.
Why do you want that skin color?
Because it looks lighter than this kind, because this looks a lot like that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't like the way brown looks, because the way brown looks really nasty for some reason, but I don't know what reason. That's all.
So you think it looks nasty?
Well, not really, but sometimes.
Sometimes.
So show me the smart child. Okay, why is she the smart child?
Because she looks like me.
Okay. Show me the mean child. Okay, why is she the mean child?
Because she's way darker.
Okay. Show me the good child. Why is she the good child?
Because I think she looks like me.
Okay. Show me the bad child. Why is she the bad child?
Because she's a lot darker.
Okay, you saw those clips, and you pretty much see what the kids, what their thinking was in that experiment, and it pretty much was on the side of black is negative, black skin is negative, black people are negative. I'm gonna also insert clips of the most memorable reactions according to the original psychologist, Dr. Kenneth Mamie Clark, and also video clips of children who participated in replicas of that experiment. Insert clip.
Bambola che ti somiglia di più. Bambola è nera.
Mi ha offeso.
Chi?
Tu.
Perché?
Perché mi hai chiamato nera.
Perché ti offendi?
Mi offendi perché altri bambini mi hanno offeso con cattiveria.
Although this experiment was done 14 years prior to the Brown versus Board case, the findings of this experiment drew the conclusion that separating or segregating black children solely based on the fact that they were black created feelings of inferiority in them that possibly couldn't be reversed, and it started affecting them at a very early age. That helped get the segregation ruling overturned so that schools could be integrated and that black kids didn't feel bad or like they had to be put off to the side because they were black, stupid, mean, ugly, undesirable, not worthy of being played with, so they had to be amongst themselves and not with the white kids, basically, is what the kids were feeling like because they were segregated from other children. By reversing segregation, children were less likely to feel these ways. But that's not to say that these ideals don't still exist, because they are very much prevalent. As I showed you earlier, this experiment has been done over and over again, and still every time you get kids, black kids, that associate blackness with negativity. Now, the original test was supposed to shed light on the effects of segregation in the 1940s on African American school-age children. But in this video, I'm gonna even take it further and talk about how it relates to colorism. So the darker dolls were given negative associations or descriptions, such as being mean, dumb, ugly, and undesirable, while the lighter dolls were given positive associations and descriptions like smart, pretty, nice, desirable. And the same is seen today. Examples of colorism that I want to talk about is the Danny Lay stuff, men versus women, how different people of different shades are seen differently based on their gender, those stereotypes that go along with it. And also I guess we can throw Drake in there as well, why not, just so we can bring it home.
Yellow bonus, what he wants, what he wants. Yellow bonus, what he wants, what he wants, what he wants. Fellow yellow, what he wants, what he.
So you just saw the clip of Danny Lay's latest atrocity, also known as a song. So in the songs, she was saying, yellow bone is what he wants is what he wants. And she just basically kept chanting that. She was chanting yellow bone is what he wants, and was priding herself on being a light-skinned non-black woman. That goes with the notion that most men prefer light-skinned women, whether they're black or not. They prefer women who are very fair-skinned. They feel like that is more feminine, and they feel like women who are darker are less feminine but more masculine. This goes along with the trend of lighter women dating darker men. Darker skin is seen as masculine, so they prefer darker men. When men date, they normally prefer lighter women. That's the dynamic you see. Drake is one of the most memed men I know because he is light-skinned. Often in those memes, you'll see where they equate his manliness to being very feminine, being very soft, being the opposite of what a manly man is. He's not seen as masculine because he's light-skinned. Or you'll see memes that say, oh, this is how light-skinned dudes take pictures, this is how light-skinned men act, this is how light-skinned men whatever, and you'll see them comparing it to something very softer, more feminine than how darker skinned men are depicted. So those are the stereotypes that go along with the skin colors. You'll often see people equate darker skinned women black women as being angry or aggressive or masculine, especially if they're muscular. People call them men or something, monkeys, those kind of things. So think about Serena Williams, think about Michelle Obama. Women like them are often equated as being masculine and made fun of. People don't see them as being beautiful or desirable. They only see them as being masculine, aggressive, and undesirable, unless it's in a sexual way, but that's a whole nother topic. Stay tuned for that. I will be getting into it. But anyways, so those are my modern day comparisons. If you still believe that colorism does not exist, even though there is a whole experiment on it, then I don't know what to tell you. So you ask, favorite cousin, what can be done to help prevent this from happening? Well, my solution that I do is whenever I buy my niece any toys, I make sure I buy her black dolls, I buy her black toys, I buy her books with black characters, with permed hair, natural hair, puffy hair, all kinds of different hair. Like, I make sure that when I'm gifting any kids in my family with dolls or anything of that nature, that they see dolls that look like themselves, that they see dolls with hair like theirs, so they don't feel like something is wrong with their hair. Even though we tell them it's beautiful, they need to see it in a doll that they play with every day, all the time, to know like, hey, this is a norm, this is normal. So I would suggest that you do the same. Get your kids books and toys and create a standard, create a norm for them to see more characters like themselves, for them to see themselves, you know, in these books, exploring or whatever, you know, they do in kid books. They need to see themselves represented like that. They also need to have toys that look like them in their hands, playing. Let them see blackness all around them. Make it a norm. Make sure they watch shows with black people in it, whether it's cartoons or not. It's kind of hard to find black cartoons now that I think about it. But, you know, Proud Family, that's a good one. It's pretty clean and, you know, suitable for children. And I'm sure it's others I'm not even thinking about. But make sure that you're surrounding and stimulating your kid with blackness in all sorts of ways, in their books, in their toys, in their TV shows. Like, your child should be overstimulated by black culture, black characters, blackness in general, so that becomes a norm. But yeah, happy Black History Month to all my black people. This is going to be a good month. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Make sure you educate yourselves. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I really am excited about this month. I have a lot of exciting content coming to you, all related to blackness, of course. So make sure you stay tuned for all of that. Again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Join the fam, become my favorite cousin, because I'm yours. You know, it's a two-way street. I'm giving you the info, you're giving me the support. So again, I'll see you in the next one. And also, make sure you check out my Black is Beautiful music playlist. If you want to hear music that celebrates blackness, check out my Black is Beautiful playlist on this channel. Also, if you have any song suggestions that you think I should add to the playlist, let me know in the comments and I'll add it. I'll listen to the song, all of that.